Am I the bad guy for not wanting to visit my wife's grandparents after they gave my brother-in-law, BIL, a 50K truck? My BIL is a 28, male with no job who lives in my in-laws' basement. He is obese and survives off of welfare checks from the Canadian government. He is capable of working but chooses not to. My wife, on the other hand, 26, female, moved out at 18, self-funded a degree, works in a good field, 80K annually, got married, and has never sought a handout from her parents or her grandparents even though they both have the means. We spent our vacation time the last 2 years visiting her grandparents who live across the country. Recently, her grandparents, 85, moved out of their house and into retirement living and no longer had space for both of their vehicles. Her grandpa decided to gift my BIL a truck with a fair value of $50,000. His justification was to help him build confidence and give him something to care for. My wife was given nothing, and they did not do anything to even out the gift. We have a trip planned to visit them in a few months, but I have no interest in going to see them. I am mad at myself for letting money ruin my perception of them, but I do not appreciate how my wife was treated. I feel they take her for granted. We always go out of our to visit them. All of our trips are self-funded. We have never asked anything of them, while lots of her cousins have been bailed out financially. I just have an icky feeling about the whole thing. My wife got upset when I told her I wanted to do something else with our vacation time. She got really upset, and it led to an argument. She took the stance we have to enjoy our time with them while we have it. My wife and I are currently saving for our first house, paying off student loans, and saving for our first child. We still drive my very first car I bought 10 years ago. The situation stings, as we could have used the help, while her brother lives a free ride and gets nothing but help all the time. So, am I the jerk for not wanting to see my wife's grandparents because of this? Edit 1. My wife is extremely upset about her brother being given it as well, but is choosing to keep it to herself. She cried multiple times, and my sentiment of her family not appreciating her or taking her for granted comes from her speaking those feelings. Edit 2. My BIL lives with my wife's parents, not her grandparents. He never sees the grandparents. Edit 3. By not see them, I mean postpone the trip to a later date. We just saw them last week while they were here, and now the trip there is in less than 2 months. I intend to let the situation cool a bit more for my wife and me. Edit 4. This is the second vehicle that has been given to him. The last one was given to him by his parents. My wife did not get one from her parents.